Mark Carney has done something silly. Regular viewers will know that I promised to call out Mark Carney when he did something silly. And here we are to discuss minister mandate letters. Also in this video, a bonus. Is Carney also being non-transparent with this? Watch for that discussion coming up in a little bit. I'm Steve Sandford, you're watching Dominion Report. So Carney has issued his mandate letters, or should I say mandate letter, a single mandate letter, the same mandate letter to each of his federal ministers. In some corners of the internet, it would be considered a copy pasta letter. Let's be honest, it's a little bit silly and maybe also a little cheeky. It's become common practice for the Prime Minister to issue a mandate letter to each minister in the days following the appointment of cabinet. Now, a mandate letter is a formal document which outlines the key priorities and policy goals that the minister is supposed to achieve during their time in office. This includes specific tasks and initiatives tied to the minister's portfolio. Since Justin Trudeau normalized public mandate letters starting in 2015, they have become a measure of accountability for each minister and their portfolio. Carney's mandate letter, was issued a few days ago. It contains 7 major points, and it kind of makes no sense to send those same 7 points to all the ministers. Let me give you an example. Here's point number 5. Protecting Canadian sovereignty and keeping Canadians safe by strengthening the Canadian Armed Forces, securing our borders, and reinforcing law enforcement. Great. That's all good. It's a little vague and light on details, but answer me this, Mr. Carney. Why does Minister Valdez need to read this in her mandate letter? Richie Valdez, if you don't know, is the Minister of Women and Gender Equality and Secretary of State for Small Business and Tourism. Let's look at another one. Making housing more affordable by unleashing the power of public-private cooperation, catalyzing a modern housing industry, and creating new careers in the skilled trades. Nothing wrong with that as a goal. Maybe also a little bit vague, but it makes sense on, let's say, Minister Gregor Robertson's mandate letter. Minister Robertson is the new Minister of Housing and Infrastructure. So it makes sense, right? But does Sean Fraser, Minister of Justice and Attorney General, need to know about public-private corporation housing and skilled trades? If you're wondering, that was a rhetorical question. Another thing that I noticed is that several of the key points are really quite nebulous. They're not policies, plans, or directives, but merely big picture vague goals. Take this one, for example. Spending less on government operations so that Canadians can invest more in the people and businesses that will build the strongest economy in the G7. Great. That's a nice big picture goal there, Mr. Carney. What ministry or ministries are you directing that at? And what directives and policies would you suggest could achieve this? Let's put some more details here, please. So what is really happening here? Well, we don't exactly know, but I'm going to give you my best guess. I would expect that there are more detailed mandate letters, but they are being delivered privately, out of scrutiny of the press and out of the public eye. But Carney would have been expected to publish the mandate letters publicly. And so he took the opportunity to deliver what really looks to me a little bit like political campaign material. This is a bit cheeky. It is, because he's using government letterhead to do this. Of course, he's not the first politician to do such a thing, and certainly wouldn't be the last. And it's pretty subtle. So one thing to keep in mind too, if you're a Carney critic, and I promised we would get to this part, before you go and slam him, a couple of points. First of all, this is my speculation. We don't know if these letters are being delivered privately or not. But if they are, it's not, yeah, okay, fine, it is Carney being a little bit less transparent. But before you go slam him for that, just know that it's only since Justin Trudeau that these letters were ever public in the first place. The last Conservative government, under Stephen Harper, did not publish them at all. And as I've said before on this channel, this isn't team sports. This isn't where your team can do no wrong and everything the other team does is automatically wrong. That said, what are your thoughts on mandate letters? Should they be public? Should they be private? Should they be more specific for each minister and each ministry? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And do subscribe for more straight talk on issues important to Canadians. In the meantime, stay calm, stay strong, and elbows up.